Hello, dragon trainers. You've stumbled upon Raising Dragons with Mama Swan, your interdimensional podcast. Today, we are going to talk about dragons and play. At the end of the day, dragons just want to play. They don't care what fights you're having with your mom, neighbors, coworkers. It doesn't matter. Whoever you're fighting with, your dragon does not care. Dragons, in their very nature, do not hate. Okay, that's not entirely true. They do hate certain kinds of vegetables. If you see any dragon out there hating something, either they have been hurt by it, taught by someone, or confused something for a vegetable. Dragons are, in fact, easily steered to the side of love, especially if they are not in a crowded room or being shamed. Honestly, it's completely nonsense to shame a dragon. It's a fact that dragons learn best from playing. It's also a probability that most dragons don't have time or energy to play, as they focus all their spare energy on the dragon's education. Another fun fact, it's fun to play. It's good for you, and you should do it no matter what your relationships with dragons are. Embrace your inner dragon. I would like us all to have a new mantra in our lives. Play is productive. Repeat it with me now. Play is productive. It is important that dragons socialize with one another. This is one of the many ways they learn that they do not control anything but themselves. And that honestly is quite hard enough to do sometimes. Playdates are a great way for dragons to accomplish this in a less stressful environment. This is also a great way to observe both dragons' character development. A whole group of dragons can be difficult to guide, but two can be easily observed. At some point, one dragon is likely to suggest breaking a rule. If you observe this and it's not a safety concern, just wait. See what the other dragon says. Be willing to let things just play out. This is a great way to see how your training is going in action and figure out the needed adjustments. Intervene, though, if it is a safety concern, obviously, and talk to them about it. Tell them why. They will soon wish they hadn't brought it up in the first place once they realize they could have been doing something else by now. If this rule breaking is a result of boredom, there's always a whole dragon cave to clean. Boredom is not really your job, dragon trainer. Boredom sparks creativity, so it's really a tool. And speaking of safety, many dragon trainers, when they have young dragons, will dragon-proof their home during the younger times. Some are prepared ahead of time before they even bring any dragons home. They put complex gates anywhere that seems even the slightest bit fun. Many visitors will be confused by the secret handshake required to pass the gate. Be careful when teaching it in front of your dragon. They can be sly about what they've learned, and eventually they will learn the secret handshake. At this stage, they will be big enough and smart enough to make the slightest bit of fun even more fun and likely messy. At this stage, it is best to give up whatever sense of order you had and just play with your dragon. Play is productive. Dragons are creative in many different ways. A lot of their time is spent figuring out the world around them and in them. Many will go through a phase where they think they know everything. It is incredibly difficult to tell them what to do during this phase. You may feel like you have lost control. This is likely true. In fact, you never had control to begin with. I'm sorry that you're just finding this out now. I'm sorry for your uncomfortable revelation. You do get used to it. Then you don't, because suddenly, dragons. If your dragon stops listening, this is a sign from nature that it's time to change tactics. Introducing your dragon to more beings can be very helpful. Give them variety. The more beings they interact with, the more empathy they will grow. Empathetic creatures are awesome to be around. Oh my God, the dragon alarm's going off. I gotta go for today. I'll see you tomorrow.